My aim is to see if there's a difference between a first year's health experience on campus compared to their last year of high school. I specifically wanted to find out their eating habits and if they differed from when they were living at home. The freshman 15 is a widely known phenomenon, and I wanted to find out if there's a way to limit it. It is widely known that preparing your own food is healthier. This study, published in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association, shows that food preparation by young adults is associated with better diet quality. They found that young adults who reported more frequent food preparation skills used fast food less often and were more likely to meet the dietary objectives of Healthy People 2010 for fat, calcium, fruit, vegetables, and whole grains. The study concluded that adults should improve their food preparation skills and to prepare meals at home, since those who prepared meals at home had improved diet quality. They even went on to state that these behaviors are low among young adults, and to improve, university courses should be implemented. Another study, titled Food Preparation and Purchasing Roles Among Adolescents, Associations with Socio-Demographic Characteristics and Diet Quality, also published in the Journal of the American Dietetics Association, acknowledged these similarities. They found that preparing food was associated with higher fruit and vegetable consumption and lower soft drink consumption. They claim that adolescents involved with shopping benefit from education and consumer decisions, which results in knowledge of healthier meals. In conclusion, it was stated that adolescents should be taught to plan balanced meals, prepare nourishing foods, read nutrition labels, and purchase a nutritious variety of food on a budget, and that forming habits earlier will help you sustain them. To find out how Western students are doing, I surveyed first-year students and residents and asked them the following questions. Number 1, last year, how many meals did you have prepared outside the home? Number 2, this year, how many meals do you have prepared outside of residence, which would include the meal plan? Number 3, how often do you use your meal plan? I know some residences do include a fridge, stove, and a microwave for first years. These buildings are Elgin Hall and Essex Hall. The rest of the 5 residence buildings, Medway Sydenham Hall, Saugeen Maitland Hall, Delaware Hall, Perth Hall, and Ontario Hall, do not include these options. To find out if students took advantage of the different opportunities, I surveyed both groups. 25 students from Saugeen Maitland Hall were surveyed, and compared to 25 students from Elgin Hall who were also surveyed. After analyzing the results, I found that for last year, the students ate similar. Neither groups reported having meals outside the home every day or every meal. There was a similar trend in their eating habits for the other data as well. 30% of Saugeen students and 20% of Elgin students ate out only on holidays and birthdays. 10% of Saugeen students and 20% of Elgin students ate out once a week. 40% of Saugeen students and 50% of Elgin students ate out 2 to 3 times a week, and 20% of Saugeen and 10% of Elgin students ate out 5 times a week. The average amount of times these students reported eating out last year was 2 to 3 times. Comparing the students' eating habits for this year, there are visible differences. Half of the Saugeen students reported eating outside residence for every meal, while not one Elgin student reported doing this. The other 50% of the Saugeen students reported eating outside residence once a day, while only 20% of Elgin students reported doing so. Elgin students mostly reported doing so 5 times a week at 40%, and then 30% said 2 to 3 times a week, while 10% said once a week. The average Saugeen student had meals outside residence once a day to every meal, while the average Elgin student ate outside residence 5 times a week. This difference shows that when students have access to preparing their own meals, they'll choose to do so often. After analyzing the results for how often each student uses their meal plan, the results remain unchanged from the prior question. This means that each time these students eat outside residence, they use their meal plan, indicating that they are eating out only because of the meal plan and not eating out at other places that do not accept the meal plan. I believe that after comparing these results, there are some remarkable differences. The students at Elgin prepare most of their own meals compared to the students at Saugeen Maitland. To help the students at Western, the university may consider expanding on food preparation options in residence, so first-year students can have the opportunity to control their own health. At another post-secondary institution in London, Ontario, there is a common kitchen area that is shared with residents in the building. This is an idea Western could adopt.